How we doing, American Adventures? It's another glorious day down here in the low country. My name's Rick Liebert, 26 years old, coming to you from Charleston, South Carolina. We're actually out at Folly Beach at the moment. Off to our left, we have the mighty Atlantic Ocean. This lighthouse behind me is the Morris Island Lighthouse, and the lovely historical peninsular town of Charleston is off to our right. I figured I'd take advantage of this video resume opportunity to tell you guys a little bit about myself, my background, where I come from, and why I'm here. I graduated from the College of Charleston in 2012 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in biology, a minor in environmental studies. I then resided around Charleston for a year after school. I worked for a company called Charleston Bike Taxi, which is a pedicab service. I called them the Charleston Chariots. That job entailed, shuttling patrons and tourists around downtown, divulging all sorts of historical facts about the architecture and the old culture, and recommendations about restaurants, things like that. Got a little antsy to leave Charleston, had been here for 5 years or so. Got the travel bug a little bit and met a guy out one night from New Zealand who was working on a motor yacht in the city marina. He told me that his job, what that entailed, was traveling the world on this multi-million-dollar vessel, and I thought that sounded pretty cool. Asked him how to obtain that position, and he told me. I went down to Florida, got a couple certifications, networked myself, and ended up on 112-foot Westport, which is the make of the boat. Yachting was a great experience. Some of the things that cross over and are pertinent to guiding that I learned, and those experiences I had in yachting, were the 24/7, around-the-clock guest service, guest maintenance. You have to be able to handle any situation at any hour of the day, regardless of what happens, with a smile on your face. You're living on board with your boss, the owner of the boat, and the guest, so it's very intimate. That's a concept I'm very familiar with. The career path for yachting, though, as a deckhand, which was my position, is eventually to become a captain, and that's not necessarily what I wanted to do. So I hopped off the boats, became a land dweller again. I had always wanted to live in a big urban city, so I moved back up to Philadelphia and opened up a job search. Opened that job search up down in Charleston as well. The charm of the low country is real. It brought me back, and I got a job at a freight brokerage logistics firm down here. Standard 9 to 5, cubicle job, hopping on the phone, 2 phones, 100 cold calls a day. Very demanding, but displays my work ethic, my mental fortitude. But at the end of the day, the 9 to 5 grind was not for me. So I continued to reside in Charleston, and I had that handyman business, that part-time handyman business, and that really taught me a lot of things as far as using tools and mechanisms and being very savvy with my hands, and as far as how that could cross over into guiding, setting up camp, breaking down tents, trailer hitches, bike chains, hammocks, helping guests get in kayaks. Those are all things that I'm extremely confident in my ability to do at a very high level. So let's talk a little bit about myself. When you ask people, what's Rick Liebert like, they're going to tell you he's genuine. They're going to tell you he's hardworking, compassionate, reliable, and optimistic. I'm very proud of my optimism. I try to, seize the day every day. I'm also, I love the outdoors, always have. My travel experience in the United States is, I've done some traveling. I've been out to California, North Star Resorts, done some downhill mountain biking out there. I fly fished Henry's Fork, Idaho. Done, backpacking through the Wind River Range in Wyoming, scuba dive through the Keys. But I plan to hopefully, have a lot more really neat, cool experiences with you guys, and leave no stone unturned. I also love people. They fascinate me. Always have, always will. I feel every person has something positive to offer, and that mentality makes me very patient with people. That's a quality that I think is extremely important to have as a guide, as far as managing different personalities and managing groups. I have no problem talking in front of people, large groups of people. That doesn't scare me really at all. In school, I gave all sorts of presentations in front of 40, 50 people, and took some public speaking classes, things like that. I also truly, genuinely love facilitating positive, memorable experiences for people. Of my friend group, I'm the more outdoorsy of the bunch, so I'm usually leading the charge when we come out to the beach and fish, or go up to Asheville and do hikes, things like that. I'm usually putting everything together and handling all that. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, for your time today. All my contact information is at the top of my resume. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I look very forward to meeting you guys. Just like you, I'm also very adventurous by nature. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.